This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Mayama munyina kwaba Wadu TV so any boy your first time subscribe it. Na like video no. Leja comment. We are no share it ase. Na the atene say Hopeson Adorye ne Kwaku Annan sa clâsh ewurade. Wohu ejawa ha na ejawa ha no mbom se ya. Ana se ejawa ha na petro ha no mbom se ya. Wohu de timye. Ezi boom. Hopeson say dum so na Ghana for musu hono. Monfa bibia nkoso nanado de ba nya mahama ba onya hwe nanado na bronti odi abro no gu achia na afi na abro na sha se ye adwuma na what is say NIB nso se na omoso motata abro nya munya no mbeche no akoka se media fa mahama ho omo invite no abro nya chese ono ade achi ekra no te movement TV o se yan fa kra ye show kra na ni bra bre no no NPP forces NIB for ni nim omo iye madwen se omo ba betata omo be fesu omo be fesi ndisi fo musuro yo wo de Kwaku Annan ne Hopeson Adorye de abani ama eja ego MPP for so no ano de yekweteli
ye call report ni mu a afi ye ba be kire oni me bi report an na Hopeson aba be di ni dwuma ti report ne tie ni ye so MPP for mu tie ni ye se wonim kwan ye fa so a asantimemu mu luzu potono a ni na wa ha report ni the MCA ya mo ye be kan executive summary no na Hopeson takes over from them. Now here I say the stunning defeat of the party and rather unsatisfactory performance of the party in Ashanti, the region that has always delivered the golden eggs, has unleashed a barrage of accusations and counter-accusations which itself may result in inflicting a severe wound on the party if not confronted and curtailed immediately. This can only be done if the circumstances of the poor performance are properly investigated to establish the real causes. It is only after the facts have been unearthed that the appropriate solutions can be proffered and implemented. A study conducted in all the 47 constituencies used both qualitative and quantitative methods to gather data, where a team was employed to visit the constituencies to administer the questionnaires to 2,559 respondents. The research revealed the following as major causes. Afitio causes na emo mudi nkugo no ene yebebo boso ne tie as major causes. 1, the current delegate system of selecting party leaders, including polling station. 2, electoral area constituency, regional and national officer, as well as parliamentary and presidential candidate. The general economic hardship in the country during the period under review. The perception of corruption tag, the leadership style of the President Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Hey, really? The leadership style? Oh, hey, are you serious? The leadership style of President Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which people perceived as single-minded and then intransigent. The perception that government was controlled by the family of the President Akufo-Addo. The perception that the president single-handedly controlled the party. The perception that candidate Bawumia, the vice president, was a shadow of the president. The perception that he was involved in the Mamprusi Kusasi conflict. Asemi na da hoyo man kan chiramo. Asem way ena me beka chira mu NPP for said per my intelligence, you know. Say ebeya Bawumia woman in form. Because Bawumia belongs to one of the factions. Asemi na da hoy. Into Kwaku ma ya otrofo. Se mahu. Ma me fi meni asen chira mu. Mahu. The Mamprusi Kusasi conflict, ineffective operational coordination on the election day, the perception that President Akufo-Addo's government neglected the Ashanti in the development of infrastructure, especially roads. The perception that there was a disconnect between the regional party and the constituency parties, the acrimony within the regional party, the conflicts in the constituency parties which were brought down from the 2020 constituency primaries at all levels, including the conduct of parliamentary primaries which were not sufficiently addressed and which got escalated in 2024, non-payments of emoluments and allowance to the youth that government had engaged in the many youth employment models, the non-employment of teachers and nurses who had passed out, not holding the presidential and parliamentary primaries on the same day at a period when tension was palpably mounting in the party, and which allowed the outcome of the presidential primaries to cast a shadow on the parliamentary primaries, among others. Around 98% of the respondents believe religion and tribe did not play a role in the election outcome. Many respondents expressed their disappointment for the reason why this research work could not be carried out till after the election has been lost. Folks, my mom and Sasso, this is serious. Hopeson.
Yeah. This
is terror. Report here, terror.
Say that. Yeah, I want to.
This is terror. Take it out from here.
Bet me so I can say. Apart from your hand, no be any report. No.
That's right. So how do you break it?
How do you break it? Say, or more present report to the regional chairman.
The NPP regional chairman.
Yeah. Some me go through now, me mark baby. And I me executive assembly no pay. And I made it through yeah, can't say Facebook.
That's right.
I feel there. Just say people sitting I pick it from there.
That's right.
I know what they on report.
Good.
Which I say yeah, can say yeah, intelligence no yeah, Juma amount for NTS.
Yeah.
Just yeah, can say yeah. I don't move yeah, and I'm saying no, I don't know me here.
I say yeah, Saka.
Me Saka yeah, I need 3 minutes. I'm saying no.
That's right.
Eti report to no executive assembly no yeah hwɛ ne o my 14 o my 14 recommendations on your but you Wednesday me ahwɛ no na fe ye wie no na then ye be share that report no man kasa so say o mo say o mo ne nipa 2559 and a kasa now 47 constituencies. It would divide 47 by 2,559. 54.4. The answer 54.
That's right.
Let's just say constituency be a munomini pabe 54. And
they're very significant too.
Na Isha. Oh, Isha. Ah, now we constituency be munipa 80,000 and a 2 about. Only 54 kokasa. What will you get? Oh, yeah. Like I say. Every region, every constituency, so we make sure omongo kasa okroba akoso.
Yeah.
Omo call the hinterlands in Kranase, omo misade tina mantoba. No motimaye. Nti I was expecting say, kombetima kasa omo de nipa be 10,000 kra akasa. Keno no say no. Enka kakra. So ho ne
yeah.
But we share page 4 Nancy about executive summary.
That's right.
Paragraph 3 no. We say apart from party officers at all levels. From the 47 constituencies in the region, we in particular extend our appreciation.
4,
yes, no, page 4.
Page 4, sorry.
Yes, appreciation to trotro and taxi drivers, market women, traders, business men, washing bay attendant, Okada riders, Pragya riders, youth groups, teachers, doctors, nurses, mechanics, and other artisans, barbers, hairdressers, seamstress, food sellers. Your cooperation has been immensely helpful. Now, money is ungrowful when you kasa. I don't think so. Me assure say, or much be keke. So, sir, committee members in the committee, no special committee members. No, I have one boss HM Sabunsu, former majority leader. a former MP for Swami. One chairman of the committee.
Yeah.
And you were Miss Ameda Anchi, or no, secretary. You were Mr. William Opombio, or near member. Yeah, you Opombio. I see. I said, Opombio, that's what in Graham, and I did Fufro. And you were Honorable Ben Abdallah, member, or MP. Mrs. Rose Hamilton, member. And a Dr. Ohiniba Owusu Danso, member. Sadi Pasesi, and a committee. No one can so echo ahead. Echo kofa. Ada a year or money or more a year, Juma. Chese or more and a year, third a year for no. Chese or more share. Say bibia betimi akoso. That's right. Meba mehwe sa list no so na mabobo e de akiro. Omo so eye nipa baako 15. Na sa 15 no, yes. Omo ye 15. Number 1 eye Daniel Kwakwa, one na ye coordinator. Eye field team no.
Field team no mo e.
Ana Honorable Augustine team member. Oye MP. Ana Mr. Ishak Chebrobe or communication team ho. Dr. Solomon Kwati Foku, Mr. Ajaben Owusu, Mr. John Kojo Owusu Boache, Mr. Victor Owusu, Mrs. Adwa Aduchumwa Buadi, Mr. Victor Osei Poku, Mr. Kobna Jomo, Honorable Kofi from Pong, Mr. Richard Mensa, Miss Helena Mensa, Honorable Martin Apia Nyantechi, Anna Mr. Daniel Girardo. Sir, for 15 so and the former the third team omukoye. Enti omuna omukoko gada sanse mu nyina no mdebaye. Wonim ye ko ensem no mu a wo se baby esre pa. But to the emfa we no. Wo hwe executive summary na ensemfua baako edunan. Nyama baako 14 and omo se a cause the defeat of NPP in Ashanti region. Na emubia no ehu gagra. Emubia ehu gagra. Hwe die dedikai number 1. We must say the perception say our current delegate system no a problem.
And no one do go to a bay.
Say a problem. And no crunch so a problem. So because ye ba to aba ye 5555 our polling station. Ye flew a Kwaku Nipa Bako electoral area. Near Kwaku 17 people our constituency. Near Kwaku 17 our region. Near Court Nations so near Kwaku.
NPP no.
Sir. Then no free honoma nafi omaba presidential ne parliamentary. Na sankrofui 55 and na kwakoto aba ayi constituency for no. The constituency for no wi a wo mo so na kwakoto aba ayi region. Na ye nyina ye hu hawa chese sika aba bedi enti ewo sa process yi mu. Wonim say electoral courage kra emubie no. Let's thank Alan Kojo Tremantin. So 2007 na constituency bia me say nipa 10 and the kokoto aba eyi presidential
2010
yeah no 2007
okay
2007 na sa nipa 10 no constituency ebi omubeyi constituency executives 5 yeah. No ma select ebi a council of elders polling station near the 5 aka ho na ye 10
okay
na mo de akọ e honum ana sikatua kese pa e chase that's right eti nipa 10 per constituency there o bo ho modern lodu kakra let us say obetima fam sabre no Alan Kwaku constituency a was a monfre polling station for nyina anya dan emra bi na manfo sere no delegates 10 Kwaku to aba we say yes sa constituency for nyina a polling station for nyina ba wo hwe delegates ni wi a no wasa masika say omunya dan omunchema constituency for no mko the reason behind they say send your beya polling station for no boomfu. Enka se we mu pe. Ana omo eji omo ani. Ana omo yes adena na ehun se ebedi nyan pa. Enti ani esa na tie dia ani entrem. Ani yes okay. Say constituency executives nyina beto aba.
I see as electoral college.
As electoral college. Niemfa yi for so ema meka ho. Polling station for meka ho. Na omuntimi en select presidential candidate. The moment ye connection ade a constituency nko polling station for anya den emma mu bi any ade. Let you share sad discrepancies na ewo mu na eno eye major cause. Amasadi way ekoso.
And on my captions will report him.
I don't know number 1. Number 1 year Emma NPP dim kugo poto. I know you're number 1. Because the etienne say nada you call your presidential primary candidate super delegate. South Temenka. That become a whole chief of staff veteran party headquarters. This is kako share them no or to aboye no atwa kwakwaje. Ya catch your chief of staff share them ho to otu ya ko hoda kwakwaje. Na manfo ye. Make na manfo so mun TV da. Omo invite me disciplinary committee kra.
Really?
E ho no mo no. Ana me catch omo say me CCTV na bo ho no. Mo me enko ho sisi a. Yenko bo that day. Yenko bo playback na mo hwade. E ho no mo dwodwo ye. O man fra sem ni biom. Me na me catch o. So on the because that mean kasa out of a ye keke. Me hu ye. I was there. I was the polling agent. So I saw it. Me catch the regional commander and so onko yi nimpie. Eja onu susuro. Onko yi chief of staff mpie.
Hey, mami
promote. Abatwa de yeto. Wo business wo. Wo hye ho. See ya to no headquarters.
And wo hye dem.
And wo hye dem wo ho. Eja brosa no so de no. Wo say stores bi na wa na chi. E dem wo do akwa hye. E ho na wo organizer use aseda yi. Wakwa hye ho no. Eti ballot polling booth no. Bako esi ho. Wo tuwie ya no awura da no mu. Ni amoa na de ahye obuto na obesin de akọ. Ye hu dede yina. So no mo fi say omo ye obi. Eno ene ye ne. So ne tie no. Ye hwe number 2. Omo say number 2 a general economic hardship in the country during the period under review. Ghana forecast omanu mu aye den no. Ebi mu say omo nte da. Bibia ekoso kama. Mo amu report e na capture no. Na che say amafo e ka no. Asanti mamupe. National ward nyamba. Me say national ward top for me benya. O dey nyamutre. Nyamutre. E me say e top for mo aye benya. O mo present here benya report no. So, eti say sabre na Ghana for e ka no. Ana nka mutie na mu ka say ade ye nya hu bibia. Nka ni say na nka musu. Ani say na nka musu. So, eti o mo agya tum say yes. Yes, na oman no mai den aye hye ye to so miensa say perception of corruption tag
katas say o kan na me maka ni twimo
perception of corruption tag
na chese na kumase no na bebre gitum say katas hye ni pro ni dream bi na ekoso sentiment
e ni kan nyina
e ka ho
ana chese e koso woman no more express woman interest though a Ashanti region there but woman at the national level
exactly
so obi e ka say that the NPP are buying ketasihye no project wi e koso ni ade mo antie e no ka ho bi ana ama ya dey ya tofo. Number 4 was it the leadership style of President Akufo-Addo, which people perceive as single-minded and intransigent.
Na chere say wo mampani Akufo-Addo sabre no na kumasi santimemu no wo mu hunu ti se obi a ese won wa country ko bi ono oye na ade obi anka na sem o chere say wa no hu tumi wura en wo ko no de ope en wo ye sa en santimemu no mu hu Akufo-Addo
eti putu no in the simple term na na ye nkamasem eti wono no de no
ne we hyenkrofo tirim
eno no mo atwere Chairman Sabonsu, Chairman, omo na presenting report yi, edu bi ni ekinkan yi. Anye omo mra me disprove say enye report ni.
But ever since me say so be this.
Me say omo was 6 chapters, 51 pages. enu ane dai enu ane dai ebi nko ba bia ebi mfribu ebi meka ho enu ane
as of that break here this Friday
ya dia matcha ma ekita chama wuntumi
no dia hye no ho din
ba hye no ho na so ma ye so mo mfa nto abonte eti party mpenifo no ehia
ene ye ka mo asem ha
ba ku kita okan ya no mo abobo okan no mo abobo o mu bia na chama sa dia ko hye ni save
I say Japadi.
Ajapadi. Yeah. Adanya nyango padu we bia beto abonte so ne je no eti nana yen kamasem eno eye number 4. Number 5, what's the perception that government was controlled by the family of President Akufo-Addo?
The war patch ne say, afi na santimem no mu ni say, NPP amanyoko no, eye President Akufo-Addo eni ni nuanom ena kyese omu control aban ni na.
So, eti eno so eye no kre. Ada ebe beto okro mi ehu ye. Say aban take decision bra certain prime minister mekasa enya adwuma.
Decision enya adwuma.
What you say? President betima aka say o say na ni nu bia kwakọ bogu ye betimi de obi akwakọ si ya na nu na akwakọ tu na tu baby basa eti nipa dodo na efi say na Akufo-Addo the president there ne busuafo na na eden no mo control eye aban no eye no kren so no de eye no kren the perception that president single-handedly control the party.
O say na fi na santimem no wonu mususu hu ni se wo mampani Akufo-Addo wono party no aban no ono ana no wo ye bibia chairman kebi national organizer kebi obi an kebi wono nko a
yeso mu committee a o kase we no ope no ana no executive for be ka bibia o se no ana ope
ene chairman abre
eduru so ase a wuntimi a
na komi anzo e
monte
omo so mabre
so mu nyina omko akotena fie NPP form pamo munyina they should get new faces it will help them new faces
chairman nso
they say all the executives should go oh please 4 years they say 4 years hey we jadi paba ko pewo ho what say the whole thing omunkra omunyina new people emra
and on make cleanse their then it means and so some present about me at this time because
no what you bedru ho ye bedru ho according there ye bedru ho no said ye tie be bedru ho no etu omu fi so no nkwa na eye yi ana another one eye the 7th one
and Messi one oh
there be 7th one on 7 was a perception that candidate Bawumia the vice president was a shadow of the president Akufo-Addo
yo aha no so the war patch say eye kaneno vice president Alhaji Muhammadu Bamiano na when hu ni pe bi say ice will need on the susu gina ono no the Akufo-Addo beka no e na sub in prayer oye oni to me wakwet ahwe na manu akotra no but akwet say sub owu pie akona wo de fence o krama edi wechi say wo de na ekọ oni to me the wo beka no e na so wo de ye
edu eti yemfa ni say nipa gina ho a na wi ada no so a wo bon se sunsun bi da ho
eda ho
sa sunsun no wo so mo enso eso move na move
o move
sa pepepe eti se omudi ni si ho no mo a Akufo-Addo akoye se sunsun no
watono so
wanya se move sit no sit
but no NPP mo na mutual report we
me say report confidential report obukwa kodwem e dia planning for the next year eno ho asem de yekai and asem a wo muka wa hanso no etro bi anim no kre
quite distinct
no kre number 8 was it perception that he was involved in the Mamprisi Kusase conflict
Iranum their hopes na kan we he kire say Kanel vice president no na wo mususu say eye boku ntokoye wo ho between the Kusazifo any Mamprisi na vice president no di mu akotene pa ye report ne kan
ya report o kan no eti amafo fee say because of that you know David enkoye enunti na boku some of the polling stations NPP score 0
baby say wale
that be uko boku ankasa boku constituency no e hoda ankasa no baby o hodo mo a
NPP score
0 ana mbisa say eto mo polling agent na o honso e o do pa kokoto na hwade what you say she it was alleged say okay o de ma minja ho no e ho na e conference zone ti ma menka ho asem eti we de e report maka but adibi wo ho a ehu TV suntia but ye pon a wo de me briefu NPP mrante bi ehu omo ba wi omo up to now wo de be ka ho asem later
Met me like said disappearance bi akọ
wo de nya botre be ka ho asem eti wo number 9 ineffective operational coordination on the election day.
Just say, dan wan kasa ye to abana kasa no. NPP so mo ho emu aboa so mo aboa mo ho e de kwa akoto abano. Ni na ensi fapem.
Hwe
ejeje mu nko a.
Oh, national organizer.
Yes.
The near break campaign na designers. 25,000 watch na bono na ya wokita no no so kra no obenya no be 10,000. I mean,
so then I can figure say o ka banana bi
na ho biom what dey designers so on yet no eti nipa a wo ye organizer wo ko na say life na wo bo a eye adwuma be na wo kwakoye organizer adwuma de ye de la course na ye wo twa jinsi bi no de la course aguso utimi shadow be 1 week na una muwram sa ne yedi adwuma no enya ne yetetete nkran yeti kumase ni akotra TV so ni akwakwagina yi so enya no eti ineffective operational ayi ankoso on the DJ look DJ me to ma ba wa ha me to aba o Valley View University oyibi me to ma ba wie no ana me be fa 11 o'clock Friday
oh okay
ana me ko kumase me dru kumase ne ya position mrantie bi so omo hwese meba because already no mo ato o mo ahyehye nuama se be dru ho mbe man krofo abomi kwa na me fa yi ana me send na bi test se akwana mo akofa na free ni jaba no o ntimi nye foko awokam etina krofo gina ho da me see ye na me pie God so good me nya first seat be ekono ntimi ni first person me see eti chese be pentempa akofa ka mi pie ya na hu se nkrofo start atwitwi phone e ho ada me sere so on dey no hey
that's right from the airport
oh akwana land me say the omoye bia ba ko grade ni ho ya adwuma akwabi omde me ba say o enyo ono mi picture gita no say enyo ono enyo ono na atwabu no
really and so bi dia na said
o say enyo ono atwabu no e dey jam call ye straight mi frɛ Kofi Bu achi say si obi na oni na me wo si o mi wo ria ha say ada bi shia no
and e come see aso
radija go for what oh dey see me catch trouble say look most of the things ya na ne prani o ya no ma ne na hwana ya ne na hwana mummu ye no etoda ya no msa na suggest what we should do
na koyi amomo aso so mo se me nga ho mo pa mo be na me ko kan wo mo kika sa asem no mpo na me ka me rua me pray e ma etimi win 2016 sama be ka sa asem no ani ya che me ko to mu e wo ministries police station me ko da ho ma de chen ye ade chen ne de me ko court oh ya sheda yankomra sa last 2 weeks yes I call court o ma sa de ya 28 May say ye be sa ko I mean no eti we there special appeal to attorney general say we there all my advice no say some prosecute how they say prosecute the court to the latter exactly
charge be no mo de call ye mo say make asem say and I'm say yes me na make ye I don't say and I'm say yes me but it did not happen in Ghana. It happened in Togo.
Outside jurisdiction.
BBC regional commander said, Togo authority atro a yabro said BBC CNG, ya you sheni banana. Have you know him? No be a me major to say ya mia na beka ya mia ya make na ya no kreno. What's akwa bomb charge say false information.
So yemfa de yin adwuma.
Yemfa me just say charge na wo de court no. Me say yes, asem no me na make. Yes, e ya de am kokoye. So what should we say my publishing false information?
Hopeson Adorye ukre bo ho charge because sense me say the first time say yetiti we
me say wow me ka bibi chiro mo me say NPP on te some be permit look omo be resa yantontia. Yantontia. May I know who I am. Medium Yamiso Somaye. What you say? Until some Bepamicho. Makatra almost said 2028. Or Mudia Grombenia 28%. Make I movie say media, bro.
Yeah, some the
hey, me Jina Hawker said, but Umia will get 39%. Now I'm forced. Yeah, the day na Jemesa declare no, or man 41%, right? Now can 9 constituencies. One with the 9 constituencies no be count final result no more but 38.3%.
Drop it.
38.3%. Etu do omutra hodum. Obuba hu ne besi. Eti na de wom no ineffective. You operation coordination of on election day.
Yeah.
Number 10.
10.
A perception that President Akufo-Addo's government neglected Ashanti in the development of infrastructure, especially roads.
Asɛm na ne sɛ afi ɛyɛ Akufo-Addo aban so no santimemu wɔn hu ne sɛ ɛba mpuntudwuma titiri paa sɛ yɛnya akwan nom ne ade nkokɔkɔ baabi no kumasememu de NPP amfa nka ho sɛ yɛbɛyɛ kwan ama wɔn nina yanye rules ɛwɔ hɔ EVM sɛ bridge bi kura ne yɛ ka ho asɛm yɛ sɛ deɛ sɛ so am bridge sɛ deɛ o sɛ fine ɛnɛ sɛ interchange sɛ nina ya fa nyɛ adwuma nina na wɔ santefo na dwemu sɛ NPP yɛ furu ma ha na ɛwɔ nanso na ɔmu di ɔma bro reports na
one say President Akufo-Addo koto regional tour
yeah
and we call Tech FM eti o kasa na no and obi send a test from Kwabri East and a host no ka say Kwabri East for say wɔn ne to aba kɛseɛ paa ma NPP wɔn akwan nyɛ so wɔn akwan ne deɛ wɔn anyɛ deɛ ani afi wei no wɔn ɛbɛfa wɔn ho adwene so the president anu wɔsi na adan sɛ gyemi na mɛsɛ wɔn nsa de akɔto aba ɛti sɛ wɔn se wɔn kɔ akɔto aba ma ndc a ɔno deɛ ɛnfa ne ho
saa kasa na ayɛ little kasa but ne ɛnko yi
na wɔn no nneɛma bi sei no ehunahuna no. Sasem no kan no I can tell you say na the whole Ashanti man no ma for mo ho adwene no ma for mo ho adwene because okwa Ashanti region constituency a emo the highest vote e Kwabri East and the ma wo mo the highest say wo mo vote na free wo ba no e bo obeka constituency be miensa kura bom na enuru o mo de no enso o mo afọ mo ani anya den anko ho Ashanti region as a whole, a backbone. One regret it. One year, she was home. Sassam way a year came. And this in penny for and fanya a futusem. Now, I can tell, and this is say, one more ye come strongholder. Ashanti region, a number 1. Voter region, a number 2. What do you mean, dear? Vote on Munya Ashanti region, a does the same voter region. Though voter region idea, a papa essay, a base, World Bank. But say vote to no Munya Ashanti region, and so some pa. Eti or more far one and some consolidate and call voter region, go there and do our roads for us. Roads of penny. Maybe was say from Akachabo, Sa to Achiavi. No more guswas fatamaya. Oh, radenya go for.
When we cry.
Eh, yakwa no so tutu.
Yeah.
Eto mo konko gusu mayen.
Minister for roads.
O mo afa ho nyina. Now, mo mamwani enko Ashanti region. NPP promise 5 interchanges. Anabwa. Mo de amunye 2. Na mo hwa de. For NDC to get 34% in Ashanti region, it should tell you say no. Ashanti region yes stronghold said here MPP for so no. Because 34% no. Not just say we reduce waba 60 something no. But waba be 66%. Yeah. And abanu say to na MPP anya 70 plus ah. Our Ashanti region are now NDC atimanya 34% in Ashanti region.
You are not delivering the golden eggs no. Yeah.
Na say wo mo bo mo hu modern kakra. Na santifo some more 40% MPP nguye abu wamonya biom the whole 16 regions you know wamo win 3 regions Ashanti region Gabo no ensu bia Share 2024 NPP nya 1.1 million votes.
Yeah.
What the share 2020? NPP enya 1.7 million votes. Satem what 600 and something na NDC nya ye ni free mo a. Na difference no eye 1.1 million.
Still na mood.
It is 1.1 million 20 you know a conquer about 8 regions. And the more win here. And then motor tadi nyina ye 1.1. And this is 40 or more the free one difference aka be 500,000.
Do baby ya. Complete.
What we no? Be 500,000. Eti wo go hin. Wo bury. Eti these are some of the things or more air capture has say. So mo be honest. That's a or mo ahwe ho asem yi a it's up to them. Hwe ye etosubium. Ye call the next you know.
11.
One say perception that there was a disconnect between the regional party and constituency parties. The acrimony within regional party, the conflict in the constituency party, which were brought down from the 2020 constituency primaries at all levels, including the conduct of parliamentary primaries, which were not sufficiently addressed, which got escalated in 2024.
24.
Ye kwa to abesi we nipa. We nipa. Eti we nipa nti no. Chese ye treat you say party no nga ho.
The same now also suffer you.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Eti sa we sa wi na fe kokko yi ne wo ye wo nipa ni wi a.
Na the woman
na also omo nga ho no. Do you expect them to come and vote? No. They will not. Eno anadi omunya. We omo atwa no book mu kama o. Omo mfa nya adwuma da. Do you know why? Do you know why?
Tell me.
MP baako before ya mfa na ngo one. Agufo ade ya mfa na ngo one. Eti ya mfa ba wo mi ngo one. Ye be ma na kobiom. I started.
Ye kasia import report ye PA.
I started. That we see ba mi ko ma lecture wo US.
I have a
General Secretary, the youth organizer, why the MPs and that. Ejinachi. I don't want to do and you want to be voted as General Secretary again, me, I will raise campaign against you. Grassroots no be me because they know I mean well. So from the word go, what position? Meanwhile, last year we call elections, but we support who? Akufo-Addo support who? It was Alan Chemantin who supported Justin Kodua. Alan Chemantin who was really behind Justin Kodua. And
I think Justin Kodua and so Kennedy so man support power.
Me no call Kennedy ho. What be better?
Good one.
Me na me no call Kennedy ho.
I quite remember.
Me kasa na Kennedy say, my friend Nyabotre.
Yes.
We made him so a good man. Ma kono ho office ba ko.
Asɛm wɔ hɔ.
Ma start ma hu. Me say, now this guy Kennedy di ma Kodua.
Kodua.
On the day of elections, I know why you doing, no? Manje operational money be free Kodua ho. Because this car Kennedy ho, and I am the operations ban.
Really?
That day Accra Sports Stadium.
Na party people say no mtimo dey.
Accra Stadium. Ebeye media. I took charge. What much why you Kodua di yeah. Don't do banana for bona away I will say, hey, Charlie, I didn't want it. Oh no, Masuma. Omo ko fa cash aba. Me position boys no. Kadu brem one am say mun ko twa ho hia. Omo ntime scan no park no so.
Like seriously.
Me na make catch no. Okay, me when it comes to party operations, oh mommy freeway say yeah, they meet my no. You have no idea. Let us say no way nyina ayeden akoso. Enti eno e ka ho bi pa. Ana chese ayayi. Number 12.
Good.
Non-payment of emolument and allowances to the youth. That government had engaged in many youth employment models. Yeah, for NAPCO. Why you say na omo ya basabi? NAPCO na fe the money ne kakeka ho. Just say amanfo ya assign omo boys are you omo as national security. How can you be paying national security on tabletop 1,000 for 8 years? for 8 years.
1,000 Ghana cedis per
1,000 for 8 years.
I am master to a bottom codine, they did fuel.
Omo wie akra omo tuatua omo off. Makwala baako ye friend no osei. Obi anim no Jubilee House.
Yeah.
President Kobe bi obako no no edika no ogina na konya no ho saa eni ade. Captain Koda so akodi alan echi. Eti omo end of a year ye tuatua mo.
End of service, you know.
Wamfa boy ni dia ma no.
Oh.
Wamfa ma no. So akodi alan echi nti. Na Captain Koda report to be admitted no. Wo dey be dru so.
A brand end of service no.
One farmer no.
Already na kesi scan ya tete so crowd.
What it is so? Abo mo kwayi is alleged say meeting I say president ka say wo mo release 7,000. Na ye den na 1,000 ye de mo mo. Captain Koda answer na kwaji ska baby tuatua mo mo. Me de me nim senior city. But for the boy no to tell the boy ni say or no akokodi ala chinti no wuntua na ji man no we wicked.
Really?
We are wicked. We are wicked. Enubi eka ho. Ano mo lusu ye.
Na capture wa he.
Enu na capture wa he. Ache se omonti mi anya ne esi se wo munya no. Hwe number 13. The non-employment of teachers and nurses who had passed out, not holding the presidential and parliamentary primaries. Sorry. The non-employment of teachers and nurses who had passed out. No, as also Asɛm
nurses and teachers are
teachers or more
years so are confronted John Mahama paying
okay. Or mobile NPP were 8 years, or Moody 8 years. Etienfa last 4 years, from 2021 to 2025. I move free Akunyasui. Who were 4 years to employ these people? You did not. Yenfa first 3 years and Yenfa 2024. You have January to November to employ people. 1 year. And now Tnasia near Potuaba na Lusuye. Senye adwene boni any a trumodin semwa. Why should you rush people there? Obo abronya there, you know. Was it 2025 budget? 2025 budget, yeah. 2025 budget.
Talk of us statistics.
Appropriation no muye just first quarter of a year. Sa you know, omo payroll so did that any ade no muda hyehyɛ mu. Omo afa no omo ba beba no. Omo no omo nim eti the new budget year omo ba be ye no. And the ba be capture say ye ba be fa nipa ebia 100,000. So let us budget for them.
Provisions for it.
Eti wo kasa out of ignorance.
Hey,
what kasa out of ignorance? Me say appropriation no more wo kai say I mean antabra no. Time na say nko de budget no ko no. Wan fanko. Wo mu yo look the news say wo mu ebewe.
Unia no kwame abron unia no ya na afre netu no.
Menenu bekasa. Hwe wo mu dim so mo bewe nti no. One say crude crowd mania location for that. Akufo-Addo take it over 2017. January to June, yenya first crude in July. July 3rd or so. And a first crude buy. Because omoje budget for 6 months.
Yeah.
Crude what system no more. Would be power for 6 months. Et now tiho now who said doom so now kwakwa year. Look, mo aban no. Because afena President Mahama adding the budget before Parliament. But it's a weekend. I'm so command the state of the nation.
Thursday.
Oh yeah, na Parliament. You can say budget. Atwaso. Afe ana okwa no go do November December.
Exactly.
Yes,
it's on dispense any bia expenditure bia cry o.
Bibia enkoye. Bibia enkoye. Now nim. Wo mo wi ade na no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paragraph 4. I don't say around 98% of the respondents believe religion and tribe did not play a role in the elections outcome. One question mark do
can I hope you mommy?
Was it around 98% of the respondents believe religion and tribe did not play a role in the elections outcome? So, Obwa. What do you know?
Serious.
And your propaganda just to whitewash
the vice.
Or candidate. Look, me say NDC for Mompaye. Now NPP inside let about me. What I am praying for, and he said, all Muslims in the but Muslim be a mama facing Baumia.
And all the parties, you know.
What they this in America?
Okay.
Or more and train kakra. Now, who they young
for
10 times or belusu 10 times. It is sad you are Mudiasha Hange. Taxes though.
Yeah.
Taxes. Just to whitewash.
Exactly. Mad candidates in the facelift.
Look, Obio because a can say elections, your politics, tribe, any religion play your bois.
Hey, religion deal akwetene pa.
Me say
and
both.
I quite remember interview bia we here na Kwame Tikese.
Yeah.
And I walk and say
that's right.
Then I'm say baby I'm a check for fact here because religion play a role papa.
What they share proud to elections. But we miako sorry bia we dey ahwe say na so for the nesa. Last minute when I tell you what happened behind the scenes, it will shock you. Religion, they will not. And a yadia Memfa ne sese Nyankopon hihye yo. Hwe wiase afa na nyina. Wo ko ba bia nkremofo dominate a Kristo do ntimi ndi president wo ho da.
Sasa no scientific na wo kan wo.
Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, you can say Niger, Mali, Jordan, Afghanistan. Who born you? Say we a Kristo do kwa di president wo. Who born you? Vice President impo wunya ni. But Ghana, you say, oh, you nipa baako. Nipa baako no. There is nowhere in democracy. I say minority rule. Tell me, baby, always, majority rule. Eti, wo Kwaku yi candidate. Wo hwe baby I was strength. Ewo Kwaku yi. And in this country, two major parties,
Yeah.
Bako strength ewo Akan area.
Good.
And Bako strength ewo the minority tribes area. It is a what can minority tribes in nyina bomu a. Na say unya Akan kakra fru hu pe no what titi wu na wo.
That's right.
Eti enye chinchina chin. Enye chinchina chin. Say NDC beka se okwakofa Asante na ba begina ho. Enye chinchina chin. Womudu behwe se why na ye de no ba ye benya sa support
no ba appeal to electorates.
Votarians see nordness as their brothers and sisters. Sa no mu so ehu. Akan Asantefo hu achemfo se omu ye nuanom. Womu hu infantefo se omu ye nuanom. Womu hu denchafo se omu ye nuanom. Enti Akan group ni nyina so no kwawufo no nu ayi nyina womu se omu ye nuanom. Enti se party way ba na minority tribe ababedi so. Party way ba na majority tribe ababedi so. Na wo no ka se da bi media me kwa kofa. Eno
afi na mate ka.
Eno ne mo problem no.
Chinchina chin.
Eno ne mo problem no. Ye de Nyankopɔ adom mo apam ye frim tie de ye be ti mara na ye commentary.
Give us who we engineer sa party in those days. Give us a sense of it before Beba reporting. Mayenya Ntiasi say why NPP was banking their whole hope on Baumia. Idea is Masambena a war.
Nyachum. Hwe.
Hey.
Te Baumia menene personal problem.
Okay.
Menene personal problem.
Why a fine man? On your back.
Those days. Na me Kwaku Annan. Anu oka se ko support Baumia nga metie no.
Oh.
Because one would be candidate and to me support near me.
So you're given a choice.
Yes.
I see.
So me read it through and I'm no. Sadly way, and I'm going to support Alan Kojo Chairman. Allah free. Look, say one who say MPC Libya started.
Yeah.
Or more paycheck come. Now moon yes no moon fanya dusia.
Yeah.
Moon fanya dusia. Most of the MPs no Munya and the Fosa. Yeah, but who more hockey. Yabe wo some of them wuti omudi a wuti mi hu say say ana etie so hu ne etie no eti menim say nyambo a okwada 14 recommendations so omudi aba no.
This is a very brilliant
yebe ko hu nanka we de nka mesro me fa yekitoa bi ntwem me hu ne enti a national service hono mu
NSA
tese omudi omoni asi me wo fa ase no so gift to worry na omo a
gifting
omo na eye yi no ye ja o
gift a she kakra
wonim se wokọ hono mu a omo bie ade na schools no e de omo master list eba private for no eso so ba na omo ba register omo register eye director deployment.
That's right.
Ano generate pin.
Okay.
One generate pin we are then deputy executive director operations and the ma approver first stage.
Okay.
In this case, Gifty no a deputy director general. No a administration.
Yeah.
Nanabi was operations. Nanabi flew on a Osnuba or Mufreni. One is to buy one and in charge of operation. It would appear one more system
organogram.
And he found I don't know what bum.
That's right.
So all the time, Ninkwani picture. Anna, ye post to. Na or more na or more yes are you win.
No, be the friendly.
So I say Abronya kwa or Kohobi. Look, what one can say what can do with you? What do you know about my own? Messiah Grandma directives. What drew her near Chinashim? Yes, all cry here. No, obligation. Or woman in that one, did ya? A free honuma, a free director operations in one. Now, a by executive director.
Okay.
One on the bed generated pins in. Then NSPS register. Payment system, no students, go for their mentoring evaluation at the district office. Or moye area district manager no be upload forms no na ba regional director for approval regional director we are na auditors no eso so aye compliance
okay
or moye compliance ni we are na executive director approve or ma approve we are director account use wish no assign payment.
I see. So where is Gifty's role here?
And no ne Asɛm no mean to me and say my na free mean to me yes sir because omo work it together but what just our role ya
organogram no
sa die we no functions we no wono wo hye a che so omo agya omo a omo no na omo ma approvers no no na yeah sir no we should not be unfair to her executive director ni nam ho the deputy operations ni nam ho no kwani pictures na mo yeah sir I don't know if you then I be mu ina na mo adai
okay sounds all right
adai besra mo me wo pass no me nka se mo ntimi publish no ba ensesa ye odon kwa
great I'm a bar for Abronye the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party had made some scathing comments describing the circumstances he was squeezed the testicles of John Mahama's appointees. Kwame Bafo Abronye, I mean you are on the screen so Kwame Penasempa na Kwame kodi ni nkomo bia. Komo na Kwame kodi ene pa kire se. Wo kwan a obetimi afa so na kire se. Eye owura John Dramani Mahama. Na appointees no. Obefa kwan bi sina kire se wakoso a we de moma menka na menka ne sa because eye kasa. Obemiemi a wo montohwe. Na omia wo montohwe no a kopme time a she say no crazy man can ye wo mia wo montohwe no to the extent say wo mia memu ai saye din a ebeye mre na no so do no ade to aso so se na ni omu wo mu ano no mi say Kwame aden na Kwame wo be sa so wo mia wo montohwe no wo mia ne den akufado se ye tie ba bi na akufado so be ka say entohwe no so ye mienu ne kwasem ni sa so na de na tie Beme bia so asabre wo hwe me bia so wo do nsa ekọ ase ho be nse sense ho mienu I say D ball na Kwame say wo ba be mia minima de amaye nti Kwame say wo ba be mia montohwe ko nsura de nsuro bia Kwame Adorye continued with his scathing attacks. This time, he accused President John Dramani Mahama of embezzling some millions of Ghana cedis. Afiori and Otwaso. Or say, Omampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eku Cruz Kebi, says Sikano, Jubilee House or any of these says Kano, Yedebaya, ne says Kano in connection of the Abean, Niskano Zudoya saying, Beba Bayadi Bio Kwame Adorye, but my member bought in a record. Bent Bronzy, or say Ghana is hot for for politicians. I love that. And Anya Do Nani, or say Uncle Kwaku, great job. God bless you. Ednam Ani Tema Daniel O'Keys, or say top investigative journalist in Ghana. Keep it up, Daniel O'Keys, not a buy bronze. Or say told you Ghana is hot. Richard Amuzu, or say I learned. Hopeson Adorye gone to Nogopo to tight Bedietu wound. Oh, nyana crap. John Nana Ando, or say good job, bro, Ghana. Or say good job, Brakweku. Carry on, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, John Ando. Thank you very much. Ray TV, or say light out here. Minim be quite light in the call of. Or say Kwame Jr. despite Alan Chamantain. For 2028, or say good evening, Senior Kwaku Annan, Mame Georgina Bar for Hopeson Adorye, and the rest, or Mobia Akwaba. Okay, duty roster Namadiato. Now, in all of this, Kwame Bar for Adorye saw how or has said, Yabaka said a lot more of this situation here, or Kahwasemi. Occurred in the NPP party and in the government. That's equally deserve Kwame Adorye's or Kwame Bafor's screaming and screaming to put them in order. Yet he kept mute. There were several millions and billions of monies, Ghana cedis, being siphoned by his NPP stalwart that he heard of. And yet, Kwame Adorye decided to remain silent till today. The American nane say, Kwame Bafo Adorye etiemu a woka say ya. Kwame nyame ampate obewie na microphone e si nenim na ho afo. Obewie na microphone na ho afo say cham. Kwame bewie na presenter osi wo so kra na ho afo. Because Kwame team ne kohunti ne ade. But Kwame can say no, ne ni refisu say in the NPP na nua mabefie. Party ni mu no Kwame in someone who can bebre 1001 esi wo party ni and you kept quiet. I don't believe in things like this. No, yenya politics ne sa. In NPP no millions and billions Kwame T say the party mpenifo no asese say skani na de dwane at least anya kra wante kra no Kwame heard of what or T say the COVID-19 sika ebegu memu ha amayaman edema Ghana no the party mpenifo no eche sikani na adie minim how much Kwame enya ewo bono region ho minim said no nya but wo mo che say sika no e ma party mpenifo ni na make say wo mo nalarigu woman organizer ono so enye bio se na onte ase o e ba bonte be kan Kwame mutumi kasai. Now there's another dangerous idea. The lives of the Kwame Adorye no so ya o kasa no na document you crowd say enunie sika say John Mahama watam wedi ehu krata nie there be monya ne sa. So the lives of Kwame Adorye mo kasa no nkrata na ho eno ansi ye can say raw, and that's pretty dangerous, is it not? It's a bad day and a BNI for no and ton cram fraud say okay say sika no akoma mpanini ho dia emom de ekosi Jubilee House what dia then Kwame Adorye prana bechere and the reasons why ya ton credit friendly and then me tie radio station bi na me say lawyers ni bi ni some of the political activists na mo ba na mo betra radio wa Muntia sentia agencies biti said the BNI Yoko serious fraud office CID etun craft politicians na muntia says adenti any afro it is eduma be na eso mokwe. No, you think say the BNI phone ni eduma eso mo ye. You think that the BNI has no responsibility and no job to do, and so they exist for what? And then me and Chobia and Tuma, and then a BNI mummy and Munwe. Send me and Chobia and Tuma, and a CID mummy and Munwe. The same applies to Yoko and serious fraud office, mummy and Muno. Because Mintis has some Namoka Kanamentias. If these agencies exist, they exist for a purpose. They exist because Yeshadan Yeti, except. When we make juma 1, 2, 3. No more beno ma be ye juma so hey. Any pass Debbie. I didn't see a BNI for no yes sir. It's omo ya den. Now, asema mi bisa mo no so say. Some penifo ya. Womo so womo te womo sika be form nsa se. Me say sika ni na yira no. Some penifo no 7 previous womo nim nyansa na. Mi bisa mo. In the first place, why would Professor Christopher Ekunfi obetimi atra homa sika sen $2 million ebetimi afa na nsa se ko mo fa na picture mra Professor Miya Ekunfi on is over the weekend ye tonkra frɛ no adenti ena Professor Miya you see ensem ne bu mai ebibi for penny ye kasa sai ena you see papa penny musa na makofa no na makoye say ena mu jojo no me hey these people of color Kwaku they be not tratra nipa, but I really want to avoid this because the language of these black people living here in Ghana doesn't make sense to me. Kwaku sitting here, it doesn't make sense to me that papa ni penimu wo yo hene wo na mebao edru satamia ena mubenya dan to hene fo edru satamia oh oye peni odru satamia oh ena ensese muguru hu fi ena odru satamia but at the time the man is in his office, a time where you did position the man on Papa Nintimian say no. For the avoidance of said mensake coming and a be an aman ye into Miss Remo Muma crew away and parliament Mufa post in Comobini Derby. And then the Amasa Ghana penifoni to me cast no crew away with the mamia at the assembly bremi and made him Guasia Bremite Mofanco Derby Yan Canasa or Benji position no Aqua Traho up Bogana Chrono. Na odi kron no bokro no wia ni ye baby san se sika won ya hey there be a political witch hunting oh e say oh and e say and amamu yesa oh and o ye peni che se ensem a ye katu ni patrimu enye adwuma ensem basa everything doesn't make sense che se bibia no ye adwuma adwen de bia makan me say hey these black people all over Africa. Yare na yare enya hunemu ni yare. E kan bi nti ase. Enya hunemu here. Aha. Adwenu yare. Na ni na obehu wom say dey bi omo kasa the professors so, the emeritus so, the doctors so, many of them omo kasa they aren't making sense to you. Because the problem asem na da ho no recycle between NPP and NDC. How many years in ya sub everything we are talking about today, we've seen it before, haven't we? So the question remains, can this politician change? And they say, a Jumekuo, form war, day. One more, smuggle, Mukoshe, most at the end, yeah, Pamu, a bean cedar. Be a yaka 17 there, a sipping 32 years. 32 years into your democratization, are you therefore telling me these politicians seem incapable of reversing the trend? They continue to repeat the issue one after the other. At least you can bet your last coin that every 4 years, maximum 8 years, that situation is coming to play on our faces. And they seem not incapable of reversing that trend. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Every show, ebra kufo baye, kufo beche nipa bebre do mugumu, chachoti katanimu na akodemu, Victor Solo minimu na akodemu, womu ye bikwa wuye na sefo. Iti bibi nkasa njem se no, munyai sikadie, Professor Miya Ekunfi. Me be son say one do a professor. It is say sika no a eye 2 million no a akodi baby no e ba ne sen and say sika no ko abonten. At least the BNI would not just wake up and just go and chase Professor Amia Kumfi. At least there is enough evidence. There's enough to establish a premier fashion. Oh, so why? Adey, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong here? Adrian Yari. Oh, Abronye. Kwame, I am just with the hope, say, Ubeko BNI Hono. Because I so called, is it 26? Am I right? 26. And I say Kwame Abronye or could BNI Ho. I am hoping so be Conan and Crat ready. Kwame. I'm hoping oh Mr. Uhususa. Ohono mantamwa. I say a friend say Kofi Usubempa. E pejane say na nursing say wiem. Wa here miniano no Kofi Bempa na nursing say wiem. No tiem. I say Ghana ye busy. Now the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Kofi Amabua, has revealed the harrowing accounts given the current state of Ghana's forest reserves. The Minister for Natural Forest and Natural Resources, Amabua, enso the Asɛm kesia beto Ghana ye kwaye 288 kwaye no a ebe boyen me nsuo ato me yenye aduane adie kwaye no a ebe boa ma Ghana for affairs water bodies emu bedwo me nam abem na etimi aboa no ni na no say ye ka say o say dodo say out of the 288 no ena say akwaye na no ye say no Ghana ye yemu nhihie ye yemu nhihie kakra ye no baye ni na say kanen wo ho enra na me di me nkomo bi ni me sweetheart bi ni nkomo ye di na say ono turn off me so me turn off ho na kanen no ye nua bayire bi a bayire mi refinity ye nua bayire no na wote ha ni ye nua wa abonten obeti bayire ni pampa se bayire ni itu kama ene ye nua bayire bi am wate bayire ni pampa kanen ye wo oats bi ho asa oats no ye ka obeti oats ni nka se ye ka oats ene sa nyomi na twem enye adwuma biom ye nuane a ye dini nara aye chemicalized abrofoi eye sa Monsanto abeyi doma wonum go North America where you from Venezuela Monsanto groupie woma be contaminated adulterated ye nuane all our food staples being contaminated by what the genetic modified organism eni na say untimi fe duane da wo de she freezer mukra na to say yan kasanso ya dwene say no our water bodies and the forest reserves we are going to destroy it and in fire. In fact, we are destroying the water bodies with chemicals such that you no more afiyebenya the cancer disease, liver cirrhosis. Unim say arenum. Liver cirrhosis. Kidney. Kaneno yesu obi nya kidney. Hey, ene na nya say 1 out of maybe 20 people and then ukra ne besi ne nipa ne wenyini ene at the age of 10, 15 kidney disease all over Ghana. The last time here 2 weeks ago, the statistics of cancer in Ghana, no, not just said, and now more than 30 million per region. What is going on? Ghanaians, what is Legon? What's a cantonment? Huh? What's in Nima? What's a Sarabotre? Wherever you are, we are all drinking the same water. Yena ye kwa agbegloshi ye kodidwa is Legon market na ho no enya market stronku bia nche agbegloshi o ha cantonment market na wo cantonment enye wonwo bia nche mala market o tomatoes na wo ton wo hifa wo ton wo labon ne enye hu bia nche tomatoes a ye ton wo malata tomatoes o we are all at risk o Ghanaians. It's just a matter of time. Amabua e kan asem saying hwe masuro bi mra omwate na ne wonwane se ye na so ye Christopher enra na munya motete I saw them motete I saw them So there, mummy and Kosu and you must say, I've said this time and time. Okay? The vindication of crime is in the womb of time. The vindication of crime is in the womb of time. Ghana politicians, businessmen, Akronfu, we are just at the brink. The head of state of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, is using prisoners to give a facelift to agriculture sector of the country. A military junta, Shadia Oyo Burkina Faso, and he's saying, "Oh, you sue prisoners. Oh, you sue prisoners. Oh, prisoners, and or they lift it on the facelift of agriculture." Now, I say, a soldier phone now we take over government and one more bar. As I say, why Lieutenant General Kutu Echampo na breso adebia me de ka asem chro. Kutu Echampo all bano or the agriculture or the sea neniso, and he succeeded. Traoré Shade Oyo Burkina Faso. And then the whole of Africa no minya sure so uyi e fan saying your obetim de no ho atoto na Paul Kagame. Hwede abrantie oye e wo Burkina Faso. Nanua the Western powers ni yes omo kwa komani sika e den the IMF ne na sefo akodada na say the IMF e be dada ye di chinchim ye coin or say mo IMF to hell with mo IMF ni ye kasa asem we work Connecticut, right? So home hwe dia papai oye Burkina Faso kese ye saying any Ghana nche de nye hu biasa. I mean, I've been to Burkina severally. It is saying from Upper East to Burkina just about 100 miles away. Hwe dia wo ye ho IMF fosi cannot deba no say hey to hell with your money na Ghana mu die nso mu tia hwem e na mo kanoforiata ne ne dom efum sika no mu di ni say someone kasa. Well, before Hopeson joins me or we go for the break, Kwaku Annan, I want to speak to the President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and some functionaries of the National Democratic Congress over the continuous stay of the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, in office. Say, as I see a car, some near why you need Chremuya, you better why you need NDC4. Yesterday, it was rumored that the IGP George Ekufu Dampare had been relieved of his post. This, we are told, was an inside orchestration to test the temperature of the service. As someone yet and say, "Eye nipa bi and one George Ekufu Dampare and this IDP abontain." Why? Because one more person tested the police service in the echo. But may I say this and make strong emphasis here, and emphasis is myself. If the NDC4 person who say a jakesie bi no jatanebi aso Ghana police mo me say aso wie dida na ka say tom ene bro amobehu die besi. For me on this platform, I have spoken my head off. Notwithstanding, Hopeson Adorye has also spoken his head off, and a lot more. In fact, and Rich here may share a bit of oh, Miaminia a friend saying, Listowell cried, just said, Machine you may be a ne Listowell see can asem na, not just a Listowell crano, I think had gone through some ordeal bia, or also suspect to say IGP in Mubi. Now, what share and rap post near Namwa, Obisa, ye the post nama a yora, COP tete yehonu, now what the man in Panencha heading. Say, son and that, yeah. And then did Bama or Ratati, me say, now, yeah, what is wrong with that? I have long overdue mentioned on this platform the inertia boiling on the ground to see this IGP's back. And the earlier Mr. President John Dramani Mahama was sought this IGP to take his rest, the better. But it does appear some NDC bigwigs have something to hide, which this IGP George Ekufu Dampare perhaps knows something about that. Because nothing certainly makes sense to all of the situation we are hearing. Nothing makes sense to all and sundry. Yes. Me say, the earlier the better, President John Dramani Mahama was sought this IGP for this IGP to take a rest. Or else, it is now for us to believe with the rumor mill said, some top NDC big wigs, you have something to hide, and that is why you continue to entertain the IGP in office. And you continue to press John Dramani Mahama to keep the IGP in office, because it doesn't make sense to us. Show. Say, the National Security Minister, Ayora Kendapa, where is he? He's gone. The Interior Minister of the ex-Kwaku Akufo-Addo's government, he's gone. The National Security Coordinator of ex-Kwaku Akufo-Addo's government, he's gone. The Defense Minister, Nitiwu, is gone. The Director of BNI, he's gone. So, what is the IGP doing there? Bibisamo. Me say, what NDC penifua, mugo John Dramani Mahama, Bibisamo say, why are you still keeping the IGP there? Why? All the top security couples I mentioned who hold forth to this nation, back to back, domestic policing, domestic security, across board, all of them are gone. Why the IGP is still there? Bibisamo. And he said, "Nye ne krese, bone bia mo die, eni nyoma bia, IGP we onim hu bia." And ti mo pesa IGP ni traso, no protect him. Why the IGP is still there? Now, at least, yan tete krano, some time ago, in NDC in your opposition, you had the credible John Dramani Mahama over the death of JB Dankwa. Yante, man, this is the way. See, I say John Dramani Mahama and some NPP, NDC periphobia. You know something about JB Dankwa? Asɛm I'm a rumor. Now people are beginning to read meanings and to say, no, there is something why the IGP continue to be in office under the John Dramani Mahama's administration. Other than that, Yebisa said, why are you still keeping the IGP there? Yebisa must ask some way. Now, what did you your honu? Ebesi adia so. What do you any crown there? I'm moving somewhere. Ora, COP Christian tete your honu. Someone didn't be see her as the next IGP. What have you done? After all, IGP way into obetra so achebo. After all, John Mahama 4 years. Into after 4 years and what next? No, after 4 years and what next? Why can't you simply do what is needful by giving the police a facelift? Why can't you understand the police if on a pride to say the groundswell no is so devastating say anything can happen anytime soon. The National Democratic Congress, you may not be able to govern this country so proper because of the IGP or because a new why me krata egu medexon e do so message me ebu afa me so. And again, Ghana for him. Emu saying any year mekan wa ha IGP has refused to comment. Now, the IGP's inability to comment on those reports, on those allegations, including extrajudicial killings, what does it tell the IGP? Does he know something about it or he doesn't? Why is the IGP quiet? Why? Over extrajudicial killings. Wokum nipa wa memu, and wokum nipa, aden wakan and watum. Why is the IGP quiet? Or ye bema enough? He holds and he commands a number of troops. All right? At all times, they're all on what? On drill rehearsal. Why can't the IGP open his mouth and comment about the extrajudicial killings? He's quiet. And also, he has employed several Jantuahini for Walker such a Yura said to 2 or said to 2 2 4 said to 2. All Cassatra Winam, ba him out for all Cassatra Winam, a software ekuku damawa mema, all Cassatra businessmen, all of them so me they should speak on his behalf. Why? Are they? So we ye obo ya. And I will year, you see a best so and say, and show most a day. Side deep in the bonny prayer, and say, you'll be soliciting for support in order to keep your office. And then the matter say, Ni law, into the Ni law, no, arrangement, you could John Mahama in order to keep. My goodness, this is despicably shameful. IGP, bow your head in shame. We are in Guasini, you are despicable IGP ever in the history. Me catch now. IGP. We are in Guasini Yankasa. Hey, Ghana police, Mupa, let John Mahama keep him there. Me the America no. Let John Dramani Mahama keep the IGP there. 4 years. Tell John Mahama what you have to tell him. Simple. Because there is some phone and a mudie. Those of you close the inner circle of John Mahama. And some phone and mudie. Some more I swear to God, it's with matter of time. We know. Now, dear Bayam Ghana, because this issue, me my plug out to her. I've said this before about the 3 times I'm making it. The Bema minimum NDC for a party way. Maybe it will be this IGP that still continue to live in office. Because the Ghanaian police officers, and you may cost air time. Now the police officers won't be in Why? Because of the fear this IGP they are too with him. Why can't you change him and give the police a facelift and reset the police? If you are telling us you're about to reset Ghana, why the IGP is still there? I don't know why IGP. I don't know why police penny. Why? I to Ghana police if honest across all regional capitals. Ghanaian police are talking beyond I can say. Hey, all the security heads, you've taken all of them down, including say, and no IGP no, or someone one call the National Security Coordinator Razak Osman. The papa. Wait, point, and you Guasiamano. So despicable enough. Well, good when say IGP. One out the honor. And now come Mutaka officer, Mutaka, the bodyguard. Ayobia ono so wode ne fa kwa bone so a ene wudu ona wo kobie gate na wako Mutaka officer. Won very. Aren't you ashamed? You are so shameful. Bow your head in shame and resign and live there because Ghana police won't trust on Chibo. Assuming it's only John Mahama be 4 years. The service will still be there. The 4 pillars and the 4 walls of Ghana police will continue to exist. But we are watching closely and we are marking them with time. Because Ghana will be at the post, but man, the post, you know, and yet a yo, and yet o papa no mamedia. No, when yet to both time. The more you time. And this impeni for na mu go na mu keep sa papa no ho no me say dia mo ya no time na 4 years na just around the corner mo trigger niam bi me dia mfa me ho because me be post on my ban mu but me come no masama cham say me say mo trigger nioma na mo trigger wi a ye be hwa de ye be kire mo bosom ye due mu aburo folks be dem see a hopes na ready report ni nie NPP mpenifo osoma mama somra ha de course so asantememu ma mu yeden mu dintwo. That's apocalyptic defeat of NPP in Ashanti region here